Hey y'all, it's Vicki and welcome to another video. So this is going to be my thoughts on the e.l.f. foundation, the Soft Glam foundation, and I'll insert a picture here of it. I'm filming this in the car, as you can see. I have worn the foundation now for around, I think, 9 days, and I've worn it several different ways. I've worn it without any sunscreen. I've worn it with sunscreen. I've worn it with the Australian Gold, the Dermatology sunscreen, and the Nivea from Japan, that sunscreen. I think I wore it with the Bliss sunscreen one day. I found out right away that I needed to use a matte primer or a matte sunscreen, because this really kind of fades away pretty fast, and also it shows my texture of my skin. I have to keep my skin pretty exfoliated. You know, normally I don't use the Peaches Flawless Exfoliator, but you know, maybe 3 times a week. I have to use it every day with this foundation, because I just cannot have any kind of loose skin or anything because it just, like I say, it draws more attention to my texture. Now, I'm not one of those that just can't stand it when my texture shows, but I also don't feel I look my best when it shows. And I definitely would not wear this when I would be on a photo shoot. Not that I do photo shoots, but I'm just saying, for instance, if there was a photo shoot, because lots of people do photo shoots. This is not one I would recommend. Now, as far as the biggest gripe I have with it is, as I said, it shows texture. It does not blur my pores. It will not last more than 4 hours. If I set it with powder, it looks cakey. It starts separating, and it just doesn't work for me. Now, sometimes, you know, and I know you cannot see this in the lens and everything, but I can tell you from me looking at the mirror right here and everything, I see my broken capillaries. I see everything. And as I've said before, I'm not one of those who has to hide it completely, but I'm just self-conscious, and when people look at me, I'm wondering, do they see my broken capillaries? Do they see my texture? Whereas when I wear something like the Mistine, which is it's a $7 foundation that I buy off Amazon, I don't worry about that. I just don't worry about it. Or when I wear the Foera, or when I wear the Lancome, or the MAC foundation, Estee Lauder Double Wear, I don't worry about it. But this foundation, I find myself worrying. Now, as far as other drugstores, that foundation that you could walk in and get, the CoverGirl Extreme Outlast, much better. And you can shear it out. You don't have to wear it full coverage. Let's see, which other one do I like from the drugstore? The L'Oreal, the tube, the Age Perfect one, much better. The L'Oreal Lumi, which I know is hard to get now, but you can still find it at Walmart, much better. You know, I just don't, it's not that I'm not a fan. I mean, I'll use this up, but I would not purchase it again. So I know this comes out really negative. It's not a bad foundation, don't get me wrong. If you have dry skin, you'll probably love this foundation. If you have normal to dry skin, you'll love this foundation. But if you have oily skin, normal to oily, you know, large pores, texture on your skin, I just don't think you're going to like it. And that's all I'll say about that. So thank you so much for watching. And I know this is short and sweet, but that's all I've got to say about it. I know there's several other reviews out there. Some people love it, some people don't, but it's not my favorite. I'll just put it to you that way. It's not my favorite. So talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.